What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Comics and Cold Ones, Thursday night, episode 22. Double twos, double deuces, double us. I know, just us. Myself, JP, and Mr. Pope Grimy. What's up, my brother?
I am doing awesome, JP. What's up, comic book community? How is it effing going? And what I mean by effing, I mean how's it fucking going? Because we cuss over here.
Radio edit. Beep.
Some good old radio edit stuff. Good stuff.
Could you imagine if we had to censor ourselves all the time, what it would be like?
Oh God, man, I worry about it sometimes. I can't lie, dude. It's there's been some times where I felt like we're gonna have to do the show on my channel for weeks.
Get ourselves shut down over here on the All About Comics channel.
Hey.
So first things first, man. I have to say, I wanna say a big shout out to our community. All of you guys that reached out to me and are excited to participate in our Sunday night extravaganza Halloween party live on YouTube. I'm like so freaking jacked for that thing. Like, I don't even know like how to even express my excitement for it because it's such a random thing, and I never thought I'd be hosting a Halloween party on YouTube. You know, like,
dude, I'm fucking like Halloween is my shit. It's the best holiday ever, like ever, hands down. Like, it has my favorite genre of horror, like mixed in with like cosplay, costumes, and drinking and debauchery. And
fall,
like,
right?
I would have never thought like we're gonna have like a YouTube. We're taking it to a different level.
Hey, you know what?
In every fucking orifice that we can have it in.
Our goal here is to be what do you call it? Innovative, right? I don't know. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the people that want to partake because we filled up our little roster, and I was really surprised that we filled up our roster. I mean, our open spots because I can only host 10 people, and I just.
I'm gonna have to have like people sign like digital waivers.
Yeah, anything that happens on our channel stays on our channel. Just kidding. That won't fly in this community.
Yeah, what happens on air and off air, I am not responsible for at all. Halloween is probably the one time, like, if I do party, I'm gonna probably let loose.
Yeah,
probably see the.
I agree, man. I'm not like a partier per se. Like, I probably have that persona. People think, oh my gosh, JP's an alcoholic, but I'm really not. I only drink on Thursday nights, and that's only minimal. But Sunday night, I don't have to work the next day, so I don't see any reason to hold ourselves back. Yeah, Pope Cerebus, Sunday night, I think we're going to do 8 p.m. Central. Here, I know there's probably other shows going on at that time, but we're doing a whole different thing. So we're going to have about 10 people on our channel or on our show, and I want to. I got some themes and stuff I want to see. Everyone's going to be in costume. That's what I'm excited to see. I know Cameron Figures has been talking about her costume a little bit, so I'm excited to see that. And we're going to have. I thought maybe we would tell some scary stories. Maybe we all want to share some random shit that's happened to us in our life. It's deemed scary. I'm sure Pope's got some scary stories from the church.
I have some fucking scary shit from the pulpit, man. The pulpit is full of some shit.
I want to talk about scary movies. I got to see Halloween this weekend, so this past weekend, the new Halloween movie that's out. I strongly recommend you guys to go hit that up if you're into the whole slasher film and whatnot. So I was able to finally track down, because my copy got destroyed by one of my 486 kids, but I was able to track down another copy of my favorite horror trilogy. So I got this. If you guys haven't seen this movie, Trick or Treat, man, this is my favorite Halloween. It's a true Halloween film. It's not like a horror film, but it's a true Halloween film. So, yeah, just we'll talk a little bit about that. Talk about our favorite horror comics if you want. We're gonna have a drinking game that no one knows about yet. So I think I'm gonna get the chat involved on Sunday night with the drinking game. So that's really gonna fuck some people up.
Short tits, you gotta take a shot.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I hope that we have a good turnout because I really want to see how messed up this chat can get whenever you start putting drinking game in their hands.
Oh my god!
So I got some Fireball. My sister's bringing some Fireball tomorrow night to get me all ready up for. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the chat. Looks like we got about 10 folks in there. So
what up, folks?
Who all do we have, Mr. Poke Rainey?
Man, we got JD is in the house. Definitely Pope C. By Pope from on the other side of the United States. Welcome to the chat. We got Seawood. Woo! We got Comic Smiths Explains. He says howdy. We got Mr. Gretzky. We got G-Pat. We got Poor Man's Comics. And I think that's where we're at right now.
Right on. Well, welcome everybody tonight. Just going to talk about some books, talk about some ideas and stuff, and we have a contest of sorts that we're going to lay out for you guys tonight. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that. I know it's a day after new comic book releases, and you know, every week I'm the sad case of what did everyone else get because I got shit. But I did get some books in the mail this week, so pretty cool. I also wanted to take an opportunity and thank and I'll talk about this throughout the night because I'm just going to kind of drive the point home. Samantha Branch, we had her on last week talking about her Kickstarter. It launched this week and she's already just about 60% funded. So that's awesome. I don't know if you guys in this community, I plastered it. You know, I've been helping with that all over Facebook and stuff. I'm a part of 100 different groups. So it's good to see her at 60% just about funded. She still has 26 days left to go in the campaign. So if you guys haven't been over to Kickstarter yet to support her, even if you don't want to do like the books or stuff that she's offering, you can always do a monetary donation of like $2 or $3 just to help her out. Yeah, if you guys, I can't really put the link in here. I was trying earlier and it didn't work out. But if you go to Kickstarter.com, it's called Will Not Bow is the name of the book by Samantha Branch. So I'm going to put that in the chat. So if anyone wants to go over there and check it out and give her some love, do so.
Definitely do so. It's going to be awesome. And plus, I just love helping, like, just like, you know, like these unknown artists, you know. It's just really cool. It's just a cool thing to be a part of.
It is very much so. And, you know, I'm an indie book guy. We all know that. I talk about it every week. But I love, like, this is true independent work. Like, this is, you know, ground level. She's doing her own thing.
Pretty this is like ground zero of like starting a comic, literally. And what I like think's great about it is that like comic book fans are the ones pushing and helping push this book to be made.
Absolutely.
I mean, to me, I mean, as a comic book collector, as a comic book lover, as a person part of the YouTube community, to me, I just feel cool about it. I mean, it's just like, you know, it may sound stupid and corny, but sometimes during the day, I'm like, man, I helped push that book through, you know, like.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I mean, you're a part of something, right? I mean, obviously, you see the success stories out there, but if you went to my Kickstarter right now, every book that I've supported has been fully funded. And I'm not saying that, because JP supports it, it's a fully funded book, but every little bit helps, and it keeps these guys, you know, helps them reach their goals, their dreams. I guarantee any of us in this community have always dreamed of having our own book, you know, doing something creatively. So it gives us a way to kind of live vicariously through other creators. So But
those kids are like, I know you're in there.
yeah, no kidding. Hold on a second, I'll be right back.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna take over for a little bit while JP like take cares of the kiddos. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and jump off. Well, let me see what's in the chat. Apparently, I guess Pope Cerebus is after Green Lantern 76. Mr. Gretzky got him a Vampironica #4 this week. Congratulations. It's a cool book. Gretzky is talking about he pre-ordered the Batman Adventure #12 cover swipe of Archie 700. And I want to go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: like, there are some pretty badass pre-order stuff. I always use Midtown because I never really had a problem with it. I mean, they messed up some of my orders, but like they've never been really a hassle to fix the problems. But like, there is going to be like, and I like horror stuff, and but Matina. Not Matina, but Perillo is doing an Elvira cover that's coming out, and it's nice. So I would jump all over that. And I think another book to look out for as far as cover wise is just for, I'm just talking about the cover art. Obviously, it's me and it's Shark Tits, but like. Justice League #11, the Josh Middleton has it's a beautiful cover of like Aquaman and a bunch of fucking sharks, and I it's me, man. So there's a Josh Middleton and doing the cover of sharks.
Man, I came in just at the right time. I heard Shark Tits.
Oh man! Oh. Man found a God Country #1 in a $2 bin today.
That's crazy. Good job, man. Congratulations.
That's badass.
That is badass. Like, you'd be hard pressed to find a second print for $2 anymore.
This is a crazy thing here. And I don't know. This might obviously I'm not going to be able to do it for our show, like the big Halloween bash. But I did find out. And I don't know how this snuck under my radar, but there's only a very few artists going to this. Like, it's a really, really small convention that's in Chattanooga, and which is not too far from me. And fucking like Donnie Cates and Dan Mendoza is going to be there. So I was just like, yes, I'm going to that. And I think that's actually this weekend, maybe. So,
shit. So no pressure, but you got to get those guys on the show.
But it was late, but I'm going to try to probably at least get like a small interview or something, or at least give a shout out on I'll get like video of a shout out or something like that. I don't know.
Well, we'll talk later.
I definitely bought extra copies of some books to get signed. From Donnie Cates, and I may actually give away a God Country #1 signed by Donnie Cates.
So. What? Can I be a participant that night?
Like, if you get enough drinks in me, anybody can be a participant.
Speaking of participants, I just learned I am 9 followers away from the magic 1,000 on Instagram.
1,000.
So I think it would be amazing if it happened like at the same night as our Halloween party, and just make it like its own double party. or should I not? Should I have a separate party?
You said party, and I was like, yes.
We'll let the audience decide. The viewers can tell us, should we have a separate 1,000 subscriber party, or should we just go with one giant Halloween party? You guys can leave your thoughts in the chat, or in comments if you watch this on Rewind. I read them all, so No worries there. But speaking of giveaway, so the 1,000 Instagram thing is just my own personal conquest. I mean, to think that 1,000 people um, actually decided to hit follow on my Instagram thing is beyond crazy to me. Um, but I have a nice prize pack that I'm working on for the 1,000 follower giveaway. I want to do the giveaway on YouTube, so I'll have a show dedicated to that. And oh my gosh, I think it will be a good time. I think there will be some pretty awesome surprises in there. I'm working on a couple um, cool surprises for the prize pack. Um, yeah, so enough. I guess enough about that and this and the other thing. I'm just excited to be here tonight and finally just talk some comics and drink some non beer.
Some more duels.
Duels rule.
Yeah, that's a I guess another surprise for you guys. I am actually drinking Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
These things are the most fucking delicious beers ever. They actually have like a Kentucky bourbon, and these are all aged in their barrels. They're bourbon barrels, and like man, like the flavors are good. Like I remember drinking my first like the bourbon one. Like I had like maybe two of those, and I was like, wait a second.
Later.
Like that buzz came a little quick.
Yeah, they're strong. So I need to look and see if I can get some of that, man. That sounds amazing. Like that's right up my alley.
Yeah, but this is like a vanilla version, and it's freaking delicious. Like this is the kind of beer that could really get me in trouble.
So Sunday night.
I'll just call them and ask them if like they will sponsor us, and if I can just have a barrel.
Can you the barrel? I'll plan a road trip to come visit. We'll do a live show from your house.
Oh Lord. And that's another thing, guys. I'm like getting my comic book room together, so it's pretty much a freaking mess. As you can see, there's like a whole bunch of long boxes.
Holy crap!
And like, there's I do have a Goku ceiling fan. So if you guys want to reminisce some good old me just holding my hands up in the air, dropping the spirit bomb, then we can do that. But then again, that always goes back to how many drinks I've been drinking. All right. So yeah, comic books. Speaking of books, I'm going to give a shout out to G-Pat. I bought 2 books from him, and he sent them, and he packaged these bad boys like you would not believe. They were like awesome. They sent me the first appearance of Animal Man.
Sweet.
And I also purchased from him, and I think this one might be going to one of my friends because he's a humongous Animal Man fan, but I wanted this bad boy. And this is the first appearance of Dead Man.
That's pretty badass, man.
Thank you, G-Pat.
That first appearance of Dead Man is kind of on my to get list. So congratulations, bro. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's been on my list for a while, and it's actually one of our shows. G-Pap was talking about. He said he had those 2 books and that he was fixing to sell them. And I was like, I'll buy them. I was like, look no further, my friend. I am right here. Oh shit, we got the great Legend in the house. What's up, Legend? I enjoy watching the wrestling video game videos. Those are fun as hell to watch.
For you wrestling fans, I suppose it would be.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he did a special request, and we got some good old Scott Hall on there. And it was just funny watching him and Seawood and I think it was Chad like running around trying to fight.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. Those guys are, I would imagine they're pretty competitive when it comes to that type of stuff.
Well, I mean, it's like, like I know it's just kind of weird. Like to me, I mean, I liked wrestling because like one of my best friends, God rest his soul, he got me into wrestling and watching wrestling uh, but to be honest, it was a little bit comforting just like not have to do anything. Like I was just like relaxing and like fixing to go to bed, and so I was just watching videos. I was just watching like the Legend and Seawood beat the shit out of each other with chairs. It was entertaining, just watching them play and like talk shit to each other. I mean, it was, it's good fun, good fun shit. Like I'm this close to buying an Xbox One just so I can get in with the chair bashing. Let's get
So
back to comic books.
sounds to me like that sounds like a live show we need to have right there. Those two beating the shit out of each other with chairs.
I'm pretty sure in the future we can make it happen. Just let me win this lotto.
Yeah, I have a feeling with enough beer and Sailor Jerry, we can make anything happen.
Oh,
We'll soon become the Donnie Cates of the YouTube community, where we just make shit happen.
dude, if it's possible, like maybe in the future, and you guys are interested, I could pull up some videos of me doing some like stupid wrestling shit. Because I grew up in like I call it the jackass era, and so like I did some stupid ass shit with my friends, and we videotaped it. So
Yeah, I tell you, man, it's so funny because I always like to tell people that I was ahead of my time as a kid. I just didn't have a video camera to show the shit that I did. So, like, my dad always likes to remind me, "Hey, remember that time you crashed a 4-wheeler? Yeah, I remember that time. I barely survived it. Of course, I remember it. It was traumatic. But I was always the kid that I broke everything, like literally everything that we ever had that was something that we could do as adolescents. I was the one who fucked it up for everyone.
they're like JP's going last.
Yeah, basically. Like, so don't hot rod the go kart. So I figured out a way to supercharge that fucker so we could fly. I'm like, I wasn't hot rodding it. I was just giving a little gas.
I called my copy of Kool-Aid #2 for a second.
Exactly. Oh man. Yeah, so I got a few books this week I want to talk about. Thumbs up for JP shirt. Thanks, Legend.
Dude, every time you wear that shirt, I'm like, man, I need to go find that.
I did have an extra shirt for a while. Oh man. But anyways, uh, yeah, I didn't get to read anything this week. Just my week kind of got away from me, to be honest. I've been working with some future guests on our show. So you guys be looking out for more content from us. It's going to be a little wild. The winter is going to be wild for us, I have a feeling. So
Winter is coming.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Winter is coming indeed. So, but yeah, it's. I'm excited for the stuff that's down the road for us and the people that we've been able to somehow convince that it's a good idea to join us live on YouTube. So there's that. You know, but as far as what I got this week, so I'll just kind of go into this Kickstarter thing. So speaking of Kickstarter, this is a book called Into the Darkness. I'll read it and I'll review it for our next show. I just got it in the mail today, basically. So I was kind of give an idea of the quality, man. So far, I've supported, obviously you have the Brian Pulido books, the Lady Death and his new Kickstarter for Hell Witch, which all over that shit. But it's they all do different kinds of little perks, and what I was pretty stoked about this one is it came out in like the perfect time for this time of year. So it came with some little like cards, Into the Darkness with a possessed turkey for Thanksgiving. then you get this nice Christmas card with the possessed Santa.
Oh, that's a great like happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, it's amazing. Um, and then
Brick brick up your chimney.
we wouldn't have all the holidays if we didn't have Easter. So we got some possessed Easter bunny. Pretty sweet little Donnie Darko esh.
I was about to say some Donnie Darko shit right here.
That bunny and Donnie Darko, man, that thing fucked me for life.
Some time traveling.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy movie.
We're gonna start talking about time traveling. You need to get the expert, the great legend. He knows about some time travel.
Yeah, he does. We got possessed Uncle Sam. Voter registration. That's all the rage right now this week. Everyone wants to talk about voting. So, Uncle Sam wants you to get out there and possess yourself. And then, last but not least, my favorite card for my favorite holiday. Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Little pumpkin head.
I mean, can we like after you do like you talk about the comic, you need to talk about the movie.
Talk about the movie? Yeah, I can talk about the movie. So
at least tell me like if it was good.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely. So I just want to kind of show off the quality of these Kickstarter books. Like I have yet to see one that was shit quality, and I've done several of them. So Into the Darkness is a very thick book. There's no advertising. That's all art. It's all pages. So to me, it's worth it. I think I did like the $15 or $20 sponsorship or pledge, and it's a cool story. Like I said, I can't wait to dive into it. I read the synopsis before I supported it because I don't want to have another porno on my hands, a la my elves. And he also signed the book, which I just realized now. I didn't see that before. Signed by the creator, which is Mark Zupich, if I say it right, Zupich.
Yeah, I didn't want to be an asshole. I was about to say, watch your thumb. Watch your thumb.
So anyways, high quality stuff, cool stories, straight from the hands of the creators. You get some cool little kickbacks with the rewards and everything, and Samantha's got some stuff on hers too. She's got some add-ons, things of that nature. So I'm just a big fan, man. I really am. I'm a big fan of the whole Kickstarter scene. It allows you to be right there, front and center, supporting something that you're excited for. And there's some really cool books coming down the line that I'm very excited to show off and talk about. This one is one of them for kind of the Halloween horror theme. And so since you asked, so I went to the movie with my little sister. We went on a first time I've ever gone to a movie with my little sister in our entire life, except for 1986, My Little Pony, the movie. Yes, that was a thing.
I say I got a drink. You're like, yeah, I got two too.
But that was the last time we went to a movie together. So she treated me to the movie, and it did not, it didn't disappoint, right? So it's 40 years later, right? It's a true sequel to the original Halloween film. It's Michael Myers 40 years later. He's going to get out, and he's in prison or in an insane asylum type thing. You can get that from the trailer if you've seen the trailer. I don't want to give away any spoilers or anything. I mean, you can kind of imagine it's a Halloween movie. But I thought they did a good job of, not going too crazy with like over the top. Nothing. It was very typical. All the kills were very Michael Myers-esque kills. There was nothing.
You can't disappoint. Like you can't disappoint.
Yeah. It was a very solid Michael Myers film. If you're a fan of Michael Myers and you like that stuff, you'll like this film, I think. Jamie Lee Curtis, did a great job, coming back for that role. The only thing I wish they would have done was maybe explore a little more of what she's been doing for the past 40 years, other than being a crazy bitch setting up booby traps. So that was kind of. I wish they kind of would have done a little bit more with that. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. If I was going to rate it, I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 5. It didn't disappoint me at all. I left there thinking that was a pretty solid. Pretty solid film. as far as like a slasher film goes. You know, you're not going into it thinking they're going to wow you with the story. You know, you kind of get the gist of it.
People are going to die.
Oh. I see. I have the president of my fan club is in the chat tonight. I appreciate that. If you guys haven't subscribed to the JP fan club, hit me up with your email. I'll send you a membership card. Oh gosh. But yeah, I mean, definitely, man. I don't think anyone that likes Halloween would be disappointed with that movie. You know, it's kind of funny. Like, just I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but like the whole movie was like literally everyone trying to get Michael to talk. Like everyone just wants to hear him say something because he hasn't said something in 40 years. You know, and I'm just like,
he just wanted a beer. He just wanted a cold one.
Right. But you know, I just think it was kind of a random thing that they focused on, like I'm almost like obsessively, like they really wanted him to say something.
Like she was screaming in his face, like, "Why won't you say anything?
Say my name, bitch! Say my name!" I don't know. I don't know. We should make a parody of it. That would be fun.
It could happen. It could happen.
It could happen. So yeah, what else is going on? I guess in the comic book world, you know, I saw that Iron Fist and Netflix canceled Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
Yeah, but what I heard from that though is I think they're going to try to combine them and do the whole like the big power pack with the.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first thing I thought when I saw that, and I was like, yeah, they're going to go for that Iron Fist and Power Man combo. I mean, it makes sense. It worked for the comics.
Now, why would you not do it?
Because you know, neither one of them are great characters on their own. You know, I hate to say that. As much as I'm an Iron Fist fan, he works better in, you know, some shit like a team or, you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, seriously, like that fucking Luke Cage. Like I cannot finish that first season. I haven't even finished the first season of that damn thing.
Oh, wow.
I maybe went into like maybe 5 episodes and was like, man, this is boring as shit. But I mean, like, and like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but Luke Cage, like, I was just like, come on, dude, come on.
Hope Cerberus, I'm assuming he's talking about Michael Myers. He wants to know, what does he say? I say you have to watch the film to find out.
He says, what?
He says, O'Doyle's rule.
He said, it doesn't matter. Sorry, Ted. Stole it from me.
He breaks into song. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Or maybe they should do a musical with Laura and him.
Oh my
Lori,
God,
Lori or Laura?
that's the true horror. That's the true horror right there. End credits, they start singing together, doing a little waltz through the pumpkin patch.
It would be pretty epic.
It would be epic.
For other books, I was going to do this tonight, so I got another one of these.
Awesome.
This is like from the file of when you absolutely positively overpay for something because you're an arrogant little shit. That would be that this is. I I found the whole stack of them at cover price at that shop I got the other one from. But hold on.
So you about to, okay.
Baby alert. Maybe not. Well, anyway, so this was on a Facebook auction that I follow on Tuesday nights. What was that?
Oh, that was me like pausing. I thought I was going to jump in.
Oh, okay. And up with the clap trap. I don't know what that means. So I was thinking I would just do a live opening right now. You cool with that?
I'm fucking cool with that. It's Michonne, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like I've been saying, like I gave The Walking Dead a second chance as far as like the TV series, and I am fucking hooked.
You're hooked on what? Phonics?
The Walking Dead. Yeah, that too.
The TV show? Or the book?
Especially when I've been drinking, man. Like,
Gomez! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
oh shit, we got everybody's broski. Woo!
So the last one I opened, I got the black. I don't know. Someone told me it was the 10% one. I don't really know, but we'll see what we get this time, huh? You guys want to see this little Michonne action, little J. Scott Campbell? Maybe I'll pull a G-Pap and just cut the corner.
Man, fuck that. I was telling people, I was telling my LCS owner about that shit just the other day. I was like, this motherfucker that I know on YouTube, like, had a fucking expensive book, or what I thought was an expensive book.
Yeah, he's
like tore all that shit to it, and I was like, stop!
Apparently I got the dullest scissors known to man.
No!
I didn't make it through 3rd grade with scissors, guys. And I really don't want to cut my book in half. Or potentially someone in this community's book.
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
Here's what's going to happen, you guys. Here's what's going to happen. No matter what this book is, this is going to be tonight's giveaway, guys. So someone in this community tonight will have this lovely book.
It's going to be me.
It's going to be you?
It's going to be the sketch cover. I know it.
Should we do a drawing first and then show what it is, or do it first and then, or just show what it is?
Actually, like, I don't know. I think asking a question would be probably the easiest. I think it'd be better to ask the question and then do it.
All right.
But I actually found a Marvel Comics trivia box. So if you need, I can ask a question.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let's do that, man. That's awesome.
I saw this in my shit, and I was like, oh, damn, that's what I needed the whole time. So I have a trivia box from Marvel. It's going to be Marvel.
Okay. We're going to do Marvel trivia, guys. So Pope's going to ask the question, and he'll have the answers. So, Tacoma, you crazy.
What did he say?
And he wants the governor's eyeball.
I got the governor's eyeball. Are you guys ready? I didn't like a
I don't know what just happened.
That was a really weird one. Okay, so this is a random one I pulled, and the question is, what color is the hood that Captain America's enemy Baron Zemo wears on his face?
What color is the hood that Baron Zemo wears on his face?
Yes. Oh, shit. Great Legends got it.
Boom.
It is purple.
Purple. All right, Legend, this book is yours, buddy. So you want to see what it is? You guys ready for the reveal?
It's upside down. Yay! Upside down cover.
It's the upside down cover. Shit.
Upside down cover, Legend.
All right. What do you got here? Is this the regular cover?
Yeah, that's the regular cover.
All right. Pink. Well, sweet. All right, Legend, I'm pretty sure I have your address already, so maybe I'll drop it by the Taco Delight.
Hey, not just that. Yeah, that's right. It's J. Scott, baby.
It is J. Scott Campbell. Even if it's another color, it's red. Speaking of red, I did get this in the mail this week as well. The lovely red hood cover.
Roman Curtis said burgundy. That was awesome.
So, Comics with Bueller, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. You got Red Hood and the Outlaws 27 cover B. This is a badass cover, man. I don't normally chase down this type of stuff, but it gave me the old nostalgic feel of ninjas. Yeah, you're going. He's going to Taco Delight to meet up with Brent Peoples. Oh man, I got some free time on Saturday. Maybe I'll join you boys. My lady lives across the street there. Um,
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta make room for more beer.
oh, Red Hood Outlaw. I'm sorry, I didn't realize they dropped the S. Yes, they sure did. Right on. So, yeah, while he's taking a moment to step away, I'll just see what's going on. I'll take a time for a quick little shout out for Friday night. You guys, Comic Core over at Comic Core channel. It's going to be 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I'm not sure who's hosting tomorrow night, but make sure you guys have some free time. Go over there and check it out. So, as you can see, a majority of the guys are in the chat here tonight. So I appreciate being part of their little group, and they're all good dudes. So, well, and we have a new guest tomorrow night, or maybe it's a permanent guest. I'm not really sure, but you guys check it out and see. Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone goes over there and check them out. I haven't had a beer in so long. I'm stuttering tonight. Jeez. Yeah. So for those that just joined, looks like we've doubled since I mentioned this earlier. Make sure you guys go over to Kickstarter, support Samantha Branch's Kickstarter. She's almost at like 60% of goal. I put the information in the chat earlier. Will Not Bow is the name of her book. If you guys haven't contributed already, just go show her some love. It's Kickstarter is a cool thing.
I washed my hands.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, so Batgirl 28 came out this week, huh? That seems to be the book of choice this week.
Yeah. So go ahead and give a picture to content.
Look at that. I am absolutely in love with that cover. I don't know why. It's just a freaking badass cover.
It is. It's really nice, man. Maybe it's because we caught her watching something she wasn't supposed to be watching.
I kind of want to zoom in her eyes and see if we can catch a reflection of what's really going on there in Batgirl's world.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is she really watching on? Like, is she watching comics and cold ones, or is she like,
I'm pretty sure in her left hand she's got a beer under that table, so I would not be surprised if she was watching comics and cold ones.
Yeah, it's a beer under the table. I bet you she does. A bat beer.
She's downloading Infinity War illegally.
Probably like playing like that Minecraft.
Tacoma, no man. Brandon Stowinski hooked me up. Pope here obviously got my back too. I might have been able to chase down a few from across the country at random shops that I don't frequent, but I asked. But yeah, I mean, it's I'm sure there's someone out there that's going to need one, because I have a feeling that, from what I understand, a lot of them came in damaged from different shops. I've heard this from multiple sources. So it's already a short printed book by comparison, and then you throw in the damages and all that stuff. It might be a difficult book to get your hands on for a little bit here.
Yeah, I said it really early in the chat, but it's probably really, like, I never really looked too much into previews, but I would look obviously I would look to see what's coming out next week. That's what I would usually do. But to be honest with you, like, after this, I try to hunt down this Batgirl 28 to like everywhere, and people are like, oh, the order date is already passed, and I was like, it's like fucking 4 to 3 weeks out. Like, how can it be late? But I went on. I looked up some previews on Midtown, and there's some hot books that I already ordered because they're gonna be gone. Like, but Perillo did a Elvira cover.
What?
Yeah, and it is fucking awesome. And obviously if you order from like a preview, you're gonna get a discount on it. So even the Virgin cover, I think, was only like $22 or something like that.
And speaking of pre-ordering, and I saw this on Mr. D did a video the other day that I actually had time to watch, and he was kind of talking about his displeasure with Unknown Comics, um, and it was funny because like I pre-order stuff, and sometimes I forget that I pre-order stuff because I do it so far in advance, like those Art Germ Spider Ghost, covers or whatever. I ordered those back in like April, so whatever. As soon as I see them, I if I like it, I pre-order it. But so after I saw his video, I got to thinking, shit, I haven't got anything from Unknown Comics in quite a while. So I went and looked, and I had 2 invoices that were unfulfilled. They've just been sitting there for months on end. One of them has like a large, no, I mean it's a large order for me, but it has like that Catwoman art germ cover, that really beautiful one. Anyway, so there were several books in there, and I ended up contacting them after multiple tries. They finally responded to me with 2 different answers, mind you. I got 2 different responses, 2 different answers about the same issue. So it was kind of funny how they were. I don't know, but I've decided that would be my last adventure with them. So,
did you are you going to be getting a cat?
Yeah. They'll get here, but it's already. So they said that since I ordered a group together, they ship 7 to 10 days was the one email from the time that the latest book releases. So that would have been October 10th was the last book that released, and now we're on the 25th, and it still hasn't shipped yet. And that doesn't count the stuff that came out a month prior to that. That's still in that, because it's on the same invoice. They don't ship separately or whatever, which is fine. You know what? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem waiting. But then the second email came right after the first one. It said they ship 3 to 10 days after the book comes out. I'm like, so is it 7 to 10 days or 3 to 10 days? I'm just curious. And then their explanation was the same that they gave Mr. D, was that we've been shorthanded because we have people going to these conventions and working, so they aren't able to fulfill the orders back at the shop. So I just simply commented with, that's a pretty bizarre business practice, if you ask me, that we're going to just forget all you people that order online. We have to go to a convention, so all your stuff gets put on hold until we get back, I guess. But anyways, I don't know. I guess because I've been in a strange mood this week and very untypical of myself, I went off on a rant with a facilitator from the UK. So we had a private discussion, and it did not end well. we mutually decided to.
I said, "F you, good sir."
But regardless, I won't be doing business with those people either. So I've narrowed down my choices. But I did find a new LCS in Wisconsin, so that's cool. Because my own LCS here, they just seem to they ignore the fact that I asked for that Batgirl 28 back when we first had the conversation, right? And he's like, "Oh, I guess I didn't see that email." Like, okay, you respond to every email with that one, so that's cool. But anyways, I'm not going to make this into a negative thing because it is what it is. It's just comic books.
Well, I mean, I don't even see that as really a negative thing. I mean, that we're just spewing out information to the community. I think that's a thing that helps the community. Like, if you had a bad experience with the company, it's okay to talk about it. And also, people hook each other up. So if you missed out on something, somebody in the community will help you out.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, speaking of which, right now, if Beeler wants a copy of that Batgirl 28, I do have one extra copy coming to me So if you just hit me up, man. Like, send me a message on Instagram is probably the best way to get a hold of me. So if you send me a message on Instagram, like give me your address and I'll send you a 28.
Nice. See, that's kind of what I mean. That's one of the things I enjoy about the community is we are always taking care of each other. Um, you, myself, Brandon Stawinski is always looking for stuff for me. He messaged me, "Hey, are you looking for anything this week?" And I'm like, "Shit!" So I started downloading previews again, so I can actually start getting back on the swing of things and being ahead of myself, and I can order it so he doesn't have to do all this work for me. But Spider Ghost, the 1 in 100, that thing is blowing up like crazy. I don't know if you guys have been tracking it, but it's upwards $300.
Good God.
Yeah, it's like, well, so much for that. I mean, I think it'll die down because there's really no, other than being a cool cover, it's not a first appearance. It's not anything that like key that would keep that
Well,
staying.
the key thing would be her name change.
Yeah, but didn't that change over in the animated book?
I'm I, I'm not for sure about that.
Yeah, that cartoon book that they did, that number 0 or whatever. Um, but anyways, I did reach out to an LCS in Wisconsin. If you guys are not familiar, they also have a podcast that's really cool, and that's how I learned about them. I've known about them for a while, and after you and I were talking the other day about the whole Batgirl thing, and you told me that you would try to order from that shop in Wisconsin, and it really triggered with me Cowabunga Comics over in I think they're like Milwaukee maybe. Um, and I follow them on Facebook and I follow their podcast, and they're cool dudes. I enjoy listening to them talk about the business side of things. Um, so I went over and I messaged them on Facebook. I said, "Hey, you're going to be getting any of these in? If you could, save me a couple copies." So I was trying to get one for me, one for you. And he messaged me back right away and he's like, "Yeah, I'll save you whatever." And then he messaged me today to say that a bunch of them came in damaged, so he could only get one for me. So I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. I appreciate it." And he's like, "Anything else you're looking for?" So then I started thinking about all these books that I missed. These independent books. And he's like, "Yeah, got it. I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like, so everything that I missed. So like Exo Sisters, because I've been wanting to get that after Catrin did her review. Dead Kings came out this week, which I know my LCS didn't get. So he grabbed a copy of that. Whispering Dark, got a copy of that. Did not have the source.
That's another thing. Like Midtown, like they already sold out on the first print, but there's like the second print of issue number 1, and I think, and I already ordered you one, JP, so don't worry about it. But the Port Grind cover, like they have signed copies for like cover price at Midtown.
Oh wow!
So if you can hop on there, you can get. And if you guys are fans of Dead Rabbit, they have cover priced signed books by the artist and writer. So just throwing it.
I need to check out Dead Rabbit.
I've been hearing good things.
Yeah, same here. I just need to. It's on my list. I should message Cowabunga and see if they got any Dead Rabbit for me.
Cowabunga!
But yeah, all in all, like they only had like 2 books that I asked for they didn't have, so that was pretty cool.
Well, see, I mean, like my local comic book shop. That's why I do a lot of Midtown stuff, is because like Diamond has royally fucked over my local comic book shop. Like they either like get shorted like an insane amount of books, or like shit will come in damaged as hell, and it's just kind of like, come on, guys, like get your shit together. Like he rarely gets like cover Bs. Like if you're not at my LCS at like the time that they open, like there'll be maybe I swear to God only 3 copies of like the variant, like the B covers of the DC runs, and it's just like that the Spider Ghost. He didn't have any of the art germ. He just had the regular covers. That's all he had.
Oh wow, that was.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's not even a rare one. Do you need one?
No, like I said, that's why I do backup with Midtown.
Oh, okay.
And that's another thing. Every once in a while, I will put aside, like I'll buy a couple extras of other books, like especially if the, like, you know, like if there's something like this, like just in case, like one of my boys just never got it. JP, do you have one?
I do not have one. I don't
Okay,
know what
so that means I have one extra.
that is. So Pope Servant says he's not trying to be rude, but who wants to read that book? I'm assuming he's talking about the Spider Ghost. I actually want to read it, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm a Spider Gwen fan. I have several different comics of her and whatnot. So, but I know what you mean. Like it's, I think that there's a whole different audience for that type of book or that type of character. I'm not sure that it's the majority of our community is going to be interested in reading that, but I think that's their target audience is probably not our community. Um,
Well, Pope Steve, what really got me into that character was the fact that they linked her into a band. That the fact that like Mary J was in a band and like Spider Gwen is like their version of Spider Man, and she's in the band. That's I was like, that's fucking cool as shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
oh no, you're fine. That's yeah. She's what is she, a drummer?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, um, you know, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
just, it's just
I mean, and I like Gwenpool. Gwenpool's probably my favorite. Like, and to be honest with you, I didn't think. I mean, I don't collect her books, but as like, I think she's fucking funny as shit. Like, I read like her first, her issue number one, and like, I think the whole fact that she thinks that she's living in a comic book world and it's not real to her is fucking hilarious to me. So like she's living this world where she can do like she thinks she can do anything she wants to, but like to everybody in that universe, it's real. So she's like fucking them up.
yeah. It's pretty. I don't know. I like weird, crazy stuff. So it kind of makes sense. The other thing that I got this week, you guys have probably heard me. If you watch the show, you've heard me talk about Halicious, um, the independent book from SBI Press, which is about the little girl that's the daughter of the Queen of Hell, basically, and she's just trying to make friends. It's kind of an all ages book, but the writer, one of the writers, is Mina Elwell, and she has another book from Scout Comics that she's writing, and it's a horror book called an Infernoct.
And for not
So I got the first three issues of that. I went to Scout Comics and ordered directly from them, which I find a lot of times is easier than trying to chase it down at your LCS. So the first three issues, that's all that's out right now. I want to check it out. She's that whole cast is going to be with us. I believe next Friday we're going to have a show with them with the SBI Press. She will be on the show with us. Talk about Halicious and that book. So I'm excited to chat with them. They've been fun to talk to off air because they're from all over the world. You got like two people in the UK, so trying to work with their time frame. I don't know what that means. Just a taunt Halicious. Anyways, but yeah, so I look forward to having them on our show, getting to know them on the side. They're looking forward to drinking and talking comics. So our kind of people is what I'm going to say.
and that's what I'm all about.
So we'll see if we get it to work with their schedule next Friday.
Yeah, next week you're probably gonna see us like 3 times.
Yeah, we have a busy week next week. Yeah, we discussed it before when we came on tonight. I was like, I was looking at our schedule and stuff, and I'm like, shit, this could be it could be a doozy of a week. Somewhere there, I need to squeeze in an auction for Brandon Stawinski or anyone else who wants to sell some books. But yeah, we'll have to talk about that a different night. But yeah, that's kind of what I got.
Oh, Tacoma's leaving. I just wanted to say hello, and I want to say or see you later. Check you later.
He's tapping out.
I don't know what to say tapping out either. Like he's probably gonna pick up his kids from like Taekwondo, or he's gonna kill one of his own students. I don't know.
Spider Ghost sucked, according to JD. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, you guys know I'm about a 98 to 99% independent reader, anyways, because I'm all about the story. And for me, a lot of the bigger books, the bigger, the Marvels and the DC they don't always deliver for me with the story. So, um, but yeah, I mean, I'll check it out, because I already ordered the art germ covers. I ordered some extras in case people in the community didn't get any. Um, Tacoma said he's driving his kids home from Taekwondo. He already killed his student today. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know. Pope service depends on what you're expecting, I guess. I always tell people with these YouTube auctions, I'm not looking to get rich. I'm looking to get rid. So it's basically I could go eBay and I could try different things, but I prefer to offer up to my brethren and sisters of the community, and kind of keep it in the family, so to speak, if you will. But just depends on
That sounds a little gross.
What's that?
We're gonna keep it in the family, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I think we'll talk about Game of Thrones at some point, right?
Jon Snow knows nothing.
It's funny, when I use that quote in my everyday life, and people have no idea what I'm talking about. They just think I'm an asshole.
That's how it is with my students, man. Like, especially if I start making like references from like 80s movies and shit. I just get depressed.
Roman Curtis, I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome. Oh, maybe you got your package.
You're welcome.
I forget that Roman Curtis isn't your real name.
His real name is Nemesis.
Dang it, I don't know.
I swear to God, for the longest time, like every time I like was on an auction, and like Roman Curtis wouldn't even be in the fucking chat. Like, okay, I'm gonna get this motherfucker for like $10, and all of a sudden Roman Curtis is like 11. Like, where did you come from? Like, where did you come from, man? Like, leave me alone. I just want to buy stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Gretzky, I'm right there with you, man. I'm all about the Kickstarters. I've read some of the. It's not necessarily Archie, but the Die Kitty Die stuff. I really enjoy that as well. It's kind of in the Archie vein, a little more adult themed, if you will. But wherever it ends, dang, that's a lot of freaking Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm a. I know Legend's a big Fantastic Four fan, so you guys could compare notes with that. I'm just not a huge superhero fan, I guess. I like the darker characters, like the X-23.
I didn't mention that either. I should have mentioned when, like, I don't know if Legend's still on, but in the previews, Perillo is doing a special. He's doing a Fantastic Four cover, and he's doing like a special Fantastic Four villains cover. That's gonna be. So
there he's back in the chat.
So get those mofos. And if you don't want to, I may have ordered an extra one just for you.
You're so nice. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen this gem that I found this week at my local post office. It was a Amazing Spider-Man 2 priority mailer. That's 4 years old. Like, it's just sitting on the shelf, and I look at the post lady, and I was like, "Is that Spider-Man?" She goes, "Yeah, that's Spider-Man." I'm like, "Why? Like, why is there? Is there something I'm missing? Like, is the Spider-Man? Did I miss something?" And then I flip it over, and it says Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's been here for 4 years." So of course I took it. But it was it was yeah, I don't know.
But like, did you send it off to CGC and they were like, where's the comic book? You're like, no, grade the box.
I haven't yet. I mean, it's still sitting over there, just staring at me. I'm
I don't
thinking.
want you to grade a book. I want you to grade the box.
I mean, it's got to have some collectability, right? So I was at the dollar store. I think it's called the General Dollar or something like that the other day. And you know how they have like, yeah, I don't know if you guys have those around where you all live, but they have like a DVD rack, and you can do like 2 or 3 $5 DVDs. And then they have this massive, Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the Electro head that lights up, like a Blu-ray. I don't know. It's like $15, and I was just like, no, don't do it, don't do it. But I had it in my hand, like it was the box this big, and I'm like, oh, just take it up there and just do it. I'm like, that would be awesome to have sitting in the background of our show, lighting up. But I talked myself out of it because it was frivolous.
You're like, I can't justify this.
You might. I don't know, man. Spidey fan's not really the kind of guy to drop 20 grand on comic books. He's more of a dollar bin, 25-cent bin kind of guy. So good luck with that. What else we got going on?
Well, I did pick up the Wonder Woman 57.
The Witching Hour.
Yeah, it's part of the Witching Hour, which I give that a solid 4 beers. I think it's a really good story arc that they're doing with and I hate when they try to tie in so many books, but like I'm a Justice League Dark fan anyway, so I mean as long as they just bounce between Wonder Woman and Justice League Dark, I'm cool with it. But like the storyline's great, and obviously it's a Jenny Frison cover, so I'm not going to argue about it. So it's good. It's good either way.
Yeah, that's a good looking cover for sure.
But I also picked up some foilies. I picked up the Batman Beyond number 25.
Looks like Spider-Man.
No.
Bat wings out.
Maybe I should just move that a little closer. That in this book, I read it, and it's pretty cool because it kind of I don't want to spoil too much, but it's talking about it's kind of about Bruce Wayne kind of reminiscing about his older run-ins with the Joker and the different Robins that he had, and there's a spoiler at the end, and it's pretty cool. So it's a really good read. So I'd actually give that one. I'm not a big Batman Beyond fan, but I'd actually give that one 4 beers, man. It's pretty good.
I assume that the Comics Misexplained just put your spoiler in the chat.
Okay. That's all good. It's the return of the Joker, guys. I'm saying it out loud. You know what? I'll just fucking spoil it for you.
Hey, look.
Like, really.
Pope Cerebus, speak of the devil, and Spidey fan shall appear. Right into the chat. Now you can ask them yourself.
There it is, guys.
Oh, sweet.
And the funny thing, though, I guess it's not funny because the situation with Barbara Gordon, but it's like that's who's talking to the Joker on the previous page. So it's kind of like, she gonna end up in a wheelchair again?
I'll break your legs.
But I also picked up the Justice League Odyssey number 2, the foilie. It's a Sejic cover. But I'm really into this. His artwork is also inside of it all the way through, and it's really cool because it's like it's really weird seeing Darkseid try to be like he's trying to cooperate with other heroes. So it's an interesting read, and I give that one 3 beers and a shot.
3 beers and a shot.
3 beers and a shot. And then I picked up Books of Magic.
Oh yeah, the Harry Potter cover. That's also a Middleton cover.
Yeah, it is the Middleton cover, and I was going to say it is, but to be fair, like the original story of like the original Books of Magic was the original, I guess, Harry Potter, if you will. Because I mean, like, this is them revamping the story pretty much almost verbatim, to be honest. But I
Oh,
mean, I loved Books of Magic, and the artwork's pretty good. But it is very, very kind of Harry Potter-esque. So if you're a Potter fan, that's probably a really good book that you guys would like. But I'm a big Sandman fan. But I'd probably give that 2 beers and a shot just because I like more darker shit. And so, like, if this gets a little bit darker later on, then those beers will go up. But right now, I give it 2 beers and a shot.
I need to check that out too. That looks like something
It
that
wouldn't be fun if we didn't have Vampirilla Halloween special.
true.
And I give this 3 beers just because I like that they did like an old school, like they did some old school, like I don't know, like Betty
Like
Veronica type
like
stuff.
like pinup style or
That's kind of like Archie kind of comics in the back.
oh okay.
Like there's different stories going on. I mean, there's actually like obviously like different art and different stories inside. But it's Halloween, and and Vampirilla is just awesome. So I give it a solid 3 beers.
Sounds good to me. I wish I
So
could have
that's all.
3 beers.
That's all. You can, JP. You can.
Oh goodness. Yeah, well, I mean, don't have a whole lot going on tonight. I'm going to head off to work here pretty soon. Uh, what happened to the chat? I don't know. My chat's working. Is your chat not working there, Pope Cerebus? You might try and refresh it. Back out, back in.
Well, Spidey fan's saying he's here, so
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the chat, buddy. I'll be right back. I gotta do another emptying of my own personal keg. So I'll be back.
All right then. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mine everything seems good on my chat. So at least from my end of it. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good week though. Me, I don't have a whole lot more to talk about tonight. I'll see if Pope wants to wrap this up. I just want to thank you guys for the support again, and for those of you that already supported Will Not Bow Kickstarter, appreciate that. We're really trying to help push her to reach her to hit her goal. So she has a relatively small goal by Kickstarter standards. So I think that we can help as a community get her over that threshold and be on to good things for her and hopefully her comic book making future. I think so. Next week we have the Halloween show on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be a pretty packed house. Should be a pretty fun time for everyone. Costume, what have you. Next Thursday we'll have a regular show, and I believe next Friday afternoon we're going to have a special guest show to accommodate for the UK time zone. So yeah, I hope everyone has a chance to tune in, at least bring some good questions to the table for the creators that will be with us next week. If you guys have questions that maybe you can't attend the live show and you want to submit them, hit me up or hit Pope up on Instagram, and we'll ask the questions for you so you can always watch it on the rewind, and we'll have them there already. So, you have anything else you want to add this night, sir?
Should we do one more giveaway?
Sure.
All right. How about I give away this Venom Annual #1 Bill Sinkovich cover?
That's a creepy cover.
It's pretty badass. And
You got more We got more Marvel trivia.
yes, I do. I have a whole box full.
Yes.
That's right. You guys ready? Want to hear a story? I got a story here. Here we go. Okay, so here's the question, guys. And the winner will get the annual #1 Bill Sinkovich Venom cover. Question is, Eric Brooks, part vampire, is better known as what superhero?
Dun 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 dun.
Comics Misexplained has nailed it. It is Blade, the Vampire Slayer.
Sweet, congratulations. Morbius. We need more vampires in the Marvel continuity. That's what we need.
Yeah, Morbius was Michael Morbius, right?
Mobius. What
Yeah,
about
but
Moby? What about Moby?
like Michael Morbius?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that character.
He's a vampire, dude.
Well, I know that. But you know what else is a vampire? The world.
The world is a vampire.
Do, 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 do.
Infiltrating.
Secret Destroyer! Hold you up to the flame! Oh, goodness. Congratulations to all of those. Jon Snow, yes.
That is there you go, buddy. Jon Snow.
Congratulations, Legend and Jason, on your wins tonight. We'll try and get those out to you this weekend, or at least for you, Legend. I also have something else for you anyways. But if you don't have anything else tonight, I'm going to bid adieu so I can get ready for work.
Yeah.
I think Pope Cerebus wanted to shout some people out. Shout out to...
Shout them out.
Is that Geeky Pete?
Shout them all out.
Or is that Geeky Eat? Geek Eat? I don't know.
Geek it.
JPL Flasher, yeah, I subbed to his channel. And of course, Dazzy or Dazzle the Slayer. Dazzy the Slayer. I'm not sure who that person is. But if they watch, they have been shouted out by Pope Cerebus the First.
All right. Pope C.
Pope C.
The Pope Cerebus. So yeah, I mean, like, just give me your information, Misexplained, and I will send the book out to you.
I'm gonna say more than likely, Pope Cerebus, I will be in costume singing Smashing Pumpkins on Sunday night.
Anything can happen.
Yes, indeed.
I just fucking watched a video. Like, I was talking to JB before I got on here. I don't even know if he read my fucking message, but Weezer and fucking Weird Al Yankovic did a fucking cover of Africa. And I just found...
I thought I did respond with fucking epic, but apparently I didn't send it, so my bad.
Nobody like JP doesn't like me. So yeah, I've been listening to that for like until like we started the show.
Well, I'm gonna go check it out. You know, Roman Curtis, if you were part of the Mormon Church, then I would be part of your 70. And if you're not a Mormon Church person, you don't have no idea what that means. But that's okay. Anyways, yeah. So you guys sub each other up, love each other up. Thank you for being the awesome community that you are.
Love each other up. Yeah.
See you Sunday night. Bring your best.
Put your fucking gang faces on because it's gonna probably end up fucking.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night, man. We're gonna have a lot of great guests on.
I'm already fucking laughing.
our YouTube community will not disappoint you guys. Sunday night, live Comics and Cold Ones Halloween party, 8 p.m. Central. I'll send out the reminder a lot earlier than I did this one. So everyone have a great night and be safe.
I think it's rule.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you next time we talk to you. Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh.